Last semester, one of the topics covered during MDP regarding the role of business in society was business ethics. This topic was significantly helpful in our understanding of one of the main objectives that many businesses have, which is being ethical and being seen by society to be upholding these ethics. We learned that the many ethical issues in business include the nature of business perspectives, stakeholder perspectives, cultural perspectives, and philosophical versus pragmatic considerations. It was clear that ethics was of high importance in modern business. One of the key lessons learned from this topic was just how relevant business ethics is becoming within today's society, and that consumers are becoming increasingly interested in the ethics and morals of which a business has. This can be a key factor in the consumer buying decision. The key concepts of ethics include relativism, egoism, utilitarianism, deontologism, which each have their own problems. For example, with regards to relativism, there are significant problems. Some that were raised was the fact that with this concept, there are no absolutes, so nothing that anyone does is morally wrong, and it leads to conclusion. We were able to discuss this topic at length. This topic was definitely useful in aiding our understanding of the role of business in society.
And ethics are expected as more businesses are beginning to see the importance of choosing right and wrong. We have discovered that consumers are becoming increasingly interested in the companies that they are buying from. Therefore, having good corporate social responsibility builds the loyalty of customers and helps businesses keep a positive reputation when competing in society. In addition to this, having some level of corporate social responsibility also creates a positive and enjoyable work environment, and as a result creates a culture that more people want to work in. Consequently, businesses with a degree of CSR have a low turnover of staff and retain highly skilled employees, which is very beneficial within a competitive society.
However, we have also learned that ethics and corporate social responsibility expectations vary from country to country. In the Western society, there has been a shift, and as a result, there are increasing expectations of CSR plus ethics in corporations. With this in mind, we recognise that there are significantly more rewards and benefits to be gained by having some corporate social responsibility and ethics.
According to Mason and Mitroff, a stakeholder is people inside and outside a firm who have a vested interest in the problem and its solution. There are two perspectives for a business. The first is the shareholder perspective. Its aim is to make profits for the company and its shareholders. The second is the stakeholder perspective. This is when companies work together towards a shared goal to create mutually beneficial results. Some examples of stakeholders would be employees, competitors, and the government. The stakeholder analysis process has a number of different steps. The first two are to identify all the stakeholders, followed by their needs and interests, then classify groups and interests and identify areas of conflict. Finally, you prioritise, reconcile and balance and find synergies and alignments.
Business ethics goal is to accomplish the objectives of economy and social obligation. It's all about trust between suppliers, customer and employee. Unethical behaviors include bribery, insider trading, conflict of interest and discrimination. Good ethical practice include fairness, equal treatment between stakeholder and clear communication.
Is about erasing borders between nations and making the world trade faster. The distinctly separate national markets are merging into a global marketplace. It's driven by advances in technology and transport, which is making distances smaller. The main benefit from globalization is countries gaining access to larger markets. Larger markets create more possibilities in businesses. More jobs will be created as businesses increase their profit margins. Free movement across borders also open up new labour markets, which will create more prosperity as there will be more job opportunities to exploit in a bigger market. But globalization has also a downside. Some countries have more competitive businesses and companies than others. Labour is cheaper in some countries and jobs move over borders. The benefit and downsides are the main reason why this topic is so controversial and why there is so many people against globalization. There is a number of formal and informal barriers as restriction on foreign direct investments and transport costs. Another large risk of global enterprise and a huge economical and political risk as the situation is not always completely secure.